One of the main things that keeps me coming back to Dune Awakening is the base building. They've done a solid job with the mechanics, and honestly, it's just really engaging to carve out your own little corner of Arrakis. But here's the problem I keep running into. When you're planning a massive base, you always have to wonder exactly how much space you need to leave for your motor pool. There's nothing worse than finishing a high-end garage only to realize your new Ornithopter won't fit through the pentashield. So, I figured I'd do the legwork for the both of us. Today we're breaking down the exact tile sizes you need for every vehicle in the game, from the smallest bike to the massive carrier. That way you can plan your future builds without the guesswork. Let's start small with the Sandbike. It's super compact, and as most of you know, you don't need much. It sits comfortably on a single square or a triangle foundation tile. It's the easiest one to tuck away in a corner. Then you have the Threadwheel. Now technically this thing is about the same size as the Sandbike, so it also fits on one square tile. But honestly, the best place to store a Threadwheel is probably the nearest dumpster. It's not exactly the pride of the fleet, but if you must keep it, one tile is all you need. Moving up a bit, we have the Buggy. This is where you need to start thinking about actual floor space. You can technically squeeze it into a 1x2, but it's tight. For a proper parking spot where you aren't clipping through the walls, you're looking at a 2x2 footprint. Next is the Sandcrawler. This thing is a bit of a chunk compared to the Buggy. It's wider and longer, so if you're building a dedicated bay for a crawler, you'll want to dedicate a 3x4 square area. This gives you enough room to pull in and out without feeling like you're parallel parking in a nightmare. This is also the first vehicle where you really have to start thinking about ceiling height. The crawler is surprisingly tall, and it's only going to fit if you've gone at least 2 walls high before hitting the ceiling. Anything lower and you're going to be scraping the roof every time you try and park. Now let's have a look at all the different Ornithopters. First up, the Scout Ornithopter. It's the leanest of the flyers, but those wings take up space. To give it the clearance it needs, you're looking at a 2x3 area. You might get away with a 1x3 if you're a precision pilot, but 2x3 is the safe bet for a clean hangar look. Then there's the Assault Ornithopter. It's a bit beefier and has a more aggressive profile. You're definitely going to want a 2x6 space at a minimum here as well. But I'd actually recommend a 3x6 if you want to walk around the vehicle to access the storage or components without bumping into walls or your wings sticking out of your base. Vertically, you'll need 1.5 walls to the ceiling or your pentashield to completely house it. And finally, we have the big boy, the Carrier Ornithopter. This thing is a beast. If you're planning to house one of these, you aren't just building a hangar, you're building a landmark. To fit the Carrier comfortably with its wingspan and length, you need a massive 4x9 foundation area. And don't forget the verticality. Make sure your hangar doors are at least 2.5 walls high, or you're going to be leaving this thing out in the sun to get buried by a sandstorm. Now seeing it all laid out like this actually helps me realize just how much real estate I'm going to need for my endgame base. It's way better to lay down those extra foundations now than have to remodel the whole wing of your base later. But what do you guys think? Are you building individual garages for each ride or just one massive communal hangar? Let me know in the comments how you're setting up your motor pools. If this breakdown helped you out, toss a like on the video. It helps the channel more than you think. I'll catch you all in the next one. Safe travels out there in the deep desert.